hypothetical reflection on words of influence. What if words, as we understand them, were not the true arbiters of meaning, but instead symbolic vessels of power? Words, perhaps, were always meant to guide, not just actions, but thoughts, perceptions, and even the course of history itself. Could the very structure of language be a spell cast by unseen forces to shape reality? To uncover this potential, let us delve into the etymology of certain words that have long influenced the fabric of societal structures and personal belief systems. This journey, purely hypothetical, is a call to question, explore, and reclaim the words we speak, because those who control language control perception. 1. Government etymology, from Latin gubernare, meaning to steer or to direct, combined with Old French ment, meaning mental process or action. Gubernar, Latin, to steer, to pilot. Rooted in gubernator, the helmsman of a ship, suggesting control over movement or direction. Ment, Latin, mens, the mind, intellect, or mental process, hinting that government could involve steering thought, not just the physical realm. Hypothetical insight. Could it be that government, in this hidden etymological sense, isn't merely a physical system of rulers and laws, but also a mental steering, a guiding of thought itself? The helmsman of the collective mind might be unseen, yet deeply felt. Would such a system aim to direct thought or simply observe and guide it? 2. Entertainment etymology. From Old French entretenir, meaning to hold together, derived from Latin inter, between, and tenere, to hold. Inter, Latin, between, among, suggesting that entertainment serves as a mediator, connecting one's attention to an idea, person, or medium. Tain, Latin, tenere, to hold, to grasp. This root suggests that entertainment doesn't simply occupy, it holds attention, perhaps not to liberate the mind, but to lock it in place. Hypothetical insight. What if entertainment is a mechanism designed to hold the mind between 2 points? A pause, a break in thought, when something else, someone else, takes over the flow of attention. Could it be that such a mechanism serves not merely as a distraction, but as a means of control, ensuring that focus is kept elsewhere? 3. Occult etymology. From Latin occultus, meaning hidden, derived from oculare, meaning to cover or to hide. Oc, Latin orbi, against or over, suggesting something placed over or concealing. Cult, Latin celare, to conceal, to hide. This root strongly suggests that the occult involves not mere secrecy, but deliberate covering up of knowledge. Hypothetical insight. Imagine if the occult, rather than being inherently sinister, simply means concealment. Hidden knowledge, hidden from the unprepared, perhaps to prevent its misuse. But who decides what should be hidden and why? And could the very concealment itself be a method of control, keeping power within a select group? 4th, history etymology. From Greek historia, meaning a learning through inquiry, derived from histor, meaning a wise man or judge. His, Greek, hister, a wise man, an observer, one who knows. Story, Latin historia. A record, a narrative. The word story itself suggests a construction, a told tale, not necessarily the truth. Hypothetical insight. Could it be that history isn't simply the objective recounting of events, but rather the narrative crafted by the victorious? If the story is shaped by the wise man, the one who decides the meaning, then how much of history is truth, and how much is storytelling? What happens when the tale is no longer told by those who lived it, but by those who define the story? 5. Religion, etymology. From Latin religio, meaning reverence or obligation, from religare, meaning to bind fast, or to reconnect. Latin, again, back. Ligare, Latin, to bind, to tie, to fasten. This suggests a binding, a reconnecting, and a restraining force. Hypothetical insight. What if religion, in its truest sense, means not merely belief, but a binding individuals to systems, ideologies, and authorities, reconnecting the individual to something larger? Yet could it also be used to bind the spirit, the mind, and the will of those who subscribe? Does true spirituality unbind, or is religion simply a tool to bind and control? Hypothetical extensions. In this same vein, other terms carry hidden significance. Corporation, Latin was corpus, body. Could a corporation be more than a collection of individuals, but a body created by law, living without soul or spirit, yet functioning with agency and influence? Politics, Greek, polis, city. Is politics truly the management of human affairs, or a means to manipulate the collective will? Education, Latin, educare, to draw out. Could education be a process of programming, rather than awakening? Authority, Latin, auctoritas. Does authority truly derive from wisdom, or is it granted by the collective belief in its power? Hypothetical final reflection. If we understood the true nature of the words we use, might we see beyond the veil? Could redefining these words unlock a new level of understanding, a new path to freedom? Perhaps in questioning the language, we question the systems built upon it. Speak with purpose. Know the hidden. Reclaim your story. Cosmocrat. Transcend infinity and beyond.